Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to talk about the rhetorical analysis of professionalism. My name is Jenny Omonabiki. So today I'll be exploring the 5 aspects of rhetoric. Introduction to professionalism and rhetoric. Professionalism is more than just following rules. It means showing responsibility, integrity, and competence in both behavior and work. Using 3 core tests from our course and one alternate test, I will analyze how actors use rhetoric to communicate the value of professionalism. So today our focus will be on the main idea, the purpose, the audience, rhetorical appeals such as the echoes, pathos, logos, and language strategies. Okay, so main idea of professionalism in a test. Here, each test presents professionalism uniquely but with overlap. One test describes it as upholding trust through consistent ethical actions. Another shows it as a responsibility to improve oneself and community. This resonates with African values where professionalism is not just individual but communal, like the example of Nelson Mandela's dedication, his dedication to ethical leadership and also reconciliation. Purpose of the test. The author's primarily aim is to inform and persuade readers that professionalism is essential for personal and societal sources. That is true. So some tests inspire by showing how professionalism leads to respect, while others caution against its absence. The African context is important here since community trust and ethical behavior are vital for sustainable development. Connecting with the audience. The test targets students, emerging professionals, and community members. So authors use language and cultural references familiar to these audiences, such as African proverbs or stories of iconic leaders. This strengthens the connection and motivates the audience to embrace professionalism in their own lives. Now, rhetorical appeals in professionalism. Ethos is present as authors establish credibility by citing experts and respected figures like Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, so pathos appeals in emotional stories about overcoming challenges to maintain professionalism, while logos is used to present logical arguments, linking professionalism to success and development. Together, these appeals form a convincing case. Test strategies and language. So here we have metaphors. So metaphors like a well-forged tool essential for building a nation. In fact, this make professionalism tangible and memorable. Repetition of key phrases such as integrity first reinforces the concept, which is true. Professionalism actually deals with integrity. So the language is vivid and culturally relevant, highlighting professionalism but as an individual commitment and a shared responsibility. Here we have characters and examples reflecting professionalism. Real world examples such as Ellen Johnson, Sirleaf's leadership. In fact, it showcased professionalism in practice through accountability and dedication to peace. So these examples help readers visualize professionalism and its impacts, making the concept relatable and inspiring. Authors' messages about professionalism. The text convey professionalism as critically important. Some stress strict standards, others highlight adaptability to culture. So both views enrich our understanding, showing professionalism as dynamic and essential, especially in Africa's diverse professional environments. In conclusion, so in summary, rhetorical analysis shows how authors carefully craft their messages about professionalism to inform, inspire, and guide readers through ethos, pathos, logos, and powerful language. Professionalism is presented as a vital skill and ethic. I encourage everyone to reflect on these ideas and practice professionalism actively. Thank you. So here under the references, we have the core tests and alternate tests from college-wide capability reading list, specific titles, authors from the course. Okay, so we have Faulkner William, interview by Lavon Rasco, the Western Review. We also have Mandela Nelson, an example I cited earlier on, and his example of ethical leadership and professionalism in Africa. We also have here Nkrumah Kwame, the symbol of credibility and authors in African leadership. He was actually a great leader when it comes to professionalism. We have also Salif Ellen Johnson, model of accountable professionalism and leadership, and also additional sources on rhetorical appeals and strategies. Thank you once again.